Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy new comic book day, July 17th, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you found all the books you were looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud and mysterious black bag. Before we get dived into that, I do want to remind you guys, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Help YouTube spread me out like peanut butter and jelly in the YouTube space with the algorithm. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get dived into the loud, mysterious black bag. 3 books this week is what I got. As usual, I have read all 3 books, and I put them in an order of least favorite to favorite. Although this week, I honestly want to say, guys, they all kind of tied for number 1 in my mind. Like, they were all equally as good, so it was pretty hard to pick a top 1 out of the 3, because I really enjoyed everything I read. We're going to start in our number 3 spot with Annihilation 2099, number 3. And this is the first appearance of Red Hulk 2099, kind of continuing the story that Steve Orlando has been telling for a couple of years now through Dark Genesis and the previous chapter. I'm struggling with the name, but we've kind of been with Steve Orlando with this for a while, where we're introducing a new character each issue, and, you know, I want to say we're probably on like our 30th character now. This one was cool. I don't have any qualms. Red Hulk's was good. Main reason I'm kind of sticking this one out is just because of what was revealed in Annihilation 2099 issue number 1, that Nova of the future, or of this 2099, universe, is Wolverine. And so I'm assuming that, just like all of Steve Orlando's other 2099 miniseries like this, where we've introduced new characters each issue, by the end of it, the 5th issue is usually kind of a culmination of the story and of bits and pieces of things that we've seen building throughout, and then the 4 or 5 new heroes, previously with Spider-Man 2099 on their team, would then take down the bad guys. And this is kind of like a space version of Steve Orlando's 2099 run little mini series that he's been doing. And so, in and of that, we don't really get, though there actually is a cameo of Miguel becoming Spider-Man 2099 in the very beginning of this book, but I don't know if, outside of the fact that he might actually remember who Miguel is, I don't think Miguel is still going to recognize this new character. He has definitely made a transformation into a Hulk-type character. It was fun. And, I don't know, I put it in the number 3 spot just because, like, as a standalone story, introducing a new character, I thought it was pretty cool, and the art was fantastic, as has been the case on this current 2099 miniseries, which also has me super hyped to see how they're going to wrap this up. And, obviously, when they do stuff like this, like, their sort of question is, do any of these characters stick or resonate? And at least for me, I'm still curious. I want to see more of this Nova 2099 / Wolverine. So in my we're going to move on to number 2. Number 2 spot, I have the Incredible Hulk 14. And this is also a Weapon Extraction part 1 of 8 was inside here. And this issue of Incredible Hulk is, kind of back to the basics of this run. Nick Klein's back on art, and you can definitely tell that it's his writing and Philip Kennedy Johnson's story that is so murky and deep and dark, and his art just fits this story. And for at least for me, with Nick Klein back on art on this issue, really elevated this issue back to the status kind of quo that it's been having in my mind. Been having a lot of fun with this run. if you look too, hey guys, we're on Legacy 795, so we are ever approaching Hulk issue 800. Big milestone for the big green guy. This run, like I said, this just continues to be a taste of an indie title mixed with some horror noir, and Hulk as your main protagonist. And it's if that sounds fun to you, if that sounds up your alley, I think you'd really enjoy that one. In my number one spot, like I said, it was a really hard choice this week. Kind of all 3 issues I really liked. None of them really stood above the pack as heads and shoulders above the rest. But this one ended up getting my number one spot. Nightwing 116. It is part 3 of 5 of Fallen Grayson, so there are only 2 more issues of Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo Nightwing in our future, and that's super sad, because this run has been really good in my opinion. This issue kind of continues that. I really love the cliffhanger at the end of this, and it really leaves me wanting to see more of what's going to happen with that. Even though it's not like a huge revelation, the fanboy inside me was like, yeah. So if you've read this issue, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the very last page before we get into the little preview of All Winter or whatever, the Dark Nights, the preview that's in the back of this, which we're not going to talk about because I didn't read it. I'm not too interested in that particular alternate world. But Dead Man shows up in this. I don't think it's much of a spoiler because he's dead there on the cover. And so if you're a Dead Man fan, I actually suggest picking this up. We get some classic Dead Man humor, and I think if you're a fan of the old Dead Man stuff, I think you're kind of get a kick out of that. It looks like he's going to be appearing in the next issue as well, and sort of playing a whole role in this Fallen Grayson storyline. So yeah, big Dead Man fans, yeah, go pick up the last 3 issues of Nightwing and this this new issue that's out this week. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a Dead Man story. It's actually this what's happened to Dead Man after the events of one of the last big DC crossover events where Dead Man died. Which, I mean, can Dead Man really die? He's already dead. Anyways, I did get some other books here in the freebie bins that they have, and I think 25 cents if you go over the books you got. But I got some more Invader Zim. I found some more issue number 5 too. Issue number 6. That's super hilarious. Issue number 6, a variant cover, and issue number 8. So some early issues. I actually almost have like a pretty big collection on the Invader Zim, just from picking them up there for free or super cheap. And then there was a Wizard number 0 Captain Marvel in there that I thought was kind of neat. It's always neat to see those things from inside the Wizard magazines or the Wizard mail-outs, depending on how you got that particular one. But I thought those were fun, so I grabbed those. As always, if you guys do like this kind of content, you watch this far to the video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Help spread me out in the YouTube space like peanut butter. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.